Alright, welcome. This is my first UV tutorial. I've made a few laser tutorials in the past. Recently got a UV printer and I'm seeing a lot of the same questions, so figured I could work on one of these quick. This one's going to be about placing an object on your bed, doing an outline on the bed of your UV. So first and foremost, what I do is I use Illustrator. So I have saved an artboard that's the exact size of the bed of my UV printer, which was 320 millimeters by 595 millimeters. Got all my stuff over here. CMYK. I know it's mine's a little weird, okay? So you typically want to be in CMYK, but this is the bed of my UV. So that's what I've got here. The artboard is the bed, and then here is the art I'm working on. So once you've got your art, you've got everything sized. What I do is I go up to object, go to path, offset path, and then I do a 0.025 inch path. When you do this, it'll be the same color as whatever your art was last. So I just change it to black. And then I'll go over here, flip these. So now it's an outline. From here, you can ungroup. Mine again is a little weird because I have two images kind of on top of each other that I didn't use the Pathfinder on. But what you see here is you got your art and now you've got your outline for the bed. So the way I do it is I just delete the art, come in here, export as a TIFF. We'll just call it lake outline. Yes. Now I undo, Control Z. Delete the outline. Take your art, export as TIFF lake art. Something to note is that if you're gonna do like a whole batch of these, like say you want to do like 15 of them on one artboard, what you'll do is once you have these outlines here, you're just gonna, line them up. Grab them all, do your centering. Okay, well, you get the idea. But you got like 15 of them on here. When you go to export it, you want to make sure that your use artboard here is checked, because that'll save the entire artboard, which is the size of your bed of your UV. So you can just pop that whole thing right on there. You don't have to worry about lining anything up. I'll make another video about that eventually, but for this one, we're just doing the single one-off type thing. Even though I've got 9 of these to do, I'm just going to do them one at a time. So I've got the outline saved. I've got the art saved. So now we'll go over to my other computer. We're gonna import, go into my other computer, lake outline, original size. You can see that it just kind of showed up in this corner down here. Center, center. Now it's right in the center of your bed. What I do is I take blue painter's tape and I line my bed. I've got 6-inch tape. That way I don't have to worry about scraping nothing off. I was testing something a little bit ago. But basically, once you got everything taped, you've got it focused, then you just come in here. I hate this program, by the way. Hit print. 8 passes. Boom. Now we'll let it do its thing. It's going to take its sweet time, but then it's going to print the outline right in the middle of your bed where you set it up. Here's my piece of acrylic that I'm going to be using to print on. I typically use white acrylic, so that way I don't have to use any white base. Especially if I'm doing a full image where it's going to cover the whole thing. It's almost done with the outline. And then we can get our piece on there, get it lined up, bring in the art, and then let it do its final step. So there we go, it's done with that. Now, when we put our piece on here, we just eyeball it up so that it's inside of that outline we made. Now the other part about this that I didn't talk about earlier is I take my piece that's cut out, whatever size that is, I make the art a hair larger. So that way it prints the whole piece. I don't necessarily have to worry about being 100% dead center. Again, that might be a topic for another video. But we got that where we want it. Now we come back over here. We're going to import our art. We got the lake art. It's going to drop it into this corner here once it comes in, just like the outline did. So all you do again is go over here, do your center, boom, puts it right in the same spot as that outline. If your art's bigger than your outline, you don't even need to delete the outline, because whatever art you put over something, it won't print the under image, if that makes sense. So now, typically I would say that you would need to refocus your bed, but I already done that because mine's a little broken right now. I'm waiting for a part, so I manually focus mine for the time being. So I already had that done. So I'm gonna hit print, do the 8. See, here's what I'm talking about. canvas shape is overlapping another. Continue to print. Yes. I only want you to print the art. But so you can see it's just kind of inside of that outline that we made. And now it's going to do its thing. Hopefully I didn't skip any steps and it turns out well. Like I said, this is my first UV tutorial. So hopefully it helps some people. Hopefully it made sense. I think for the most part it should be pretty good. Yeah, it's doing its thing. I probably will refocus this a little bit because it's not 100% perfect how I want it, but it's pretty close. But you'll see at the end here how it printed the entire image right where we wanted it. And now it's repeatable, right? So you can just keep putting as many pieces in here as you want. Once you've got the outline on the bed and the art queued up here, you just take this piece off, slap a new one in there, go back to rip and hit print and start on another one. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think I could focus it a little bit better. But I'll show you here in a second once this is done. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. So that. And then now you can see that my outline is a little bit thicker because that's how I made the art slightly larger than my cutout piece so that it would go edge to edge without me having to worry about leaving any white spaces on any of it. So yeah, that's it. That's how I do the outline on the bed. If you're using Illustrator, it should be pretty easy to follow. Hopefully I will find some time to make some more of these in the near future. You got questions? Leave them in the comments. Make sure to hit like if this helped you, and share in the communities if people are asking how to do this. Awesome. Thank you.